Surface dwellers in the realms hate and fear the evil drow, a subterranean race of dark elves who raid the world above to pillage, slaughter, and kidnap folk into short-lived slavery back down in their dark world. And all have heard of Lolth, the demon queen of spiders, the cruel and capricious goddess who seeks to rule all drow, and through them, eventually, rule the entire world. Now, whispers race that Lolth has a new champion. You'd better listen and find out all you can about her before it's too late. The Dark Queen. Merchants who dare to do business in Skullport and other Upper Dark trade moots say that Lolth has anointed a Dark Queen to be a war leader for her, the commander of a strike force now on the move in the Underdark, attacking caravans, patrols, and sentries of drow settlements that don't bend the knee to Lolth. The message is clear. Give absolute loyalty to Lolth or be destroyed. This Dark Queen has spared hapless individuals, usually after cutting off their hands, to spread this to other survivors. She sometimes adds, "We're coming for you." So, who is this vicious individual, and what is she queen of, anyway? Well, according to the scarred old veteran merchant Rorgol Ilithvir, he of the Necklace of Eyes, an enchanted collar adorned with eye-like gems that expand to become death tyrants, that is, undead beholders, under the mental control of the necklace wearer, and the long career of trading in fungi-derived drugs and fiery wines, as well as more legal goods, the Dark Queen is a favored one, meaning she's a female draegloth who looks like an 8-foot-tall, muscular and beautiful female drow with 2 pairs of arms and long taloned fingers. She has thigh-length white hair, blazing crimson eyes, and wears a leather war harness, armor, resembling that worn by many veteran drow soldiers, a tight-fitting garment of many crisscrossing, close-buckled leather straps that's covered with small armor plates slid into leather pouches, and the sheaths of at least a dozen daggers sewn on all over her. The name of this Dark Queen is Havdra Fain Talah, and she's a wily, cunning war leader who's usually surrounded by a bodyguard of 20 heavily armed fighting priestesses of Lolth, who are fanatically loyal to Havdra because Lolth has ordered them to be so and made it clear that they will personally rise in her favor with this Dark Queen and fall with her too. So they are devoted to her succeeding in all she tries. Thus far, Lolth has deployed Havdra to lead a force of ambitious, ruthless female priestesses of Lolth as officers riding drider steeds that they mind control to ensure loyalty and swift, eager service, and veteran, male drow, soldiers. Always on the move, her family tirelessly harasses non-Lolthite drow everywhere in the Underdark, using hit-and-run tactics rather than staying to besiege or engage in extended battles. They are wearing down drow who don't worship Lolth for now. Conquering cities and territories will come later. Havdra Fain Talah is a chaotic evil draegloth female fighter 4, sorceress 4, priestess of Lolth 16, who can unerringly, no failures, summon a Yochlol once every 6 hours that will fight for her as an ally. She wears a belt of spider scarabs. Hurl a scarab and it will expand in the air into a giant wolf spider under her mental control that will fight for her until death.
That's a pretty nice mug you got there. Ed, where'd you end up getting that?
Oh, my mommy and daddy gave it to me. It's genetics, you know. But oh, you mean this mug? This mug is something you can buy at my shop. Warning, unsupervised wizard, and I am.
If you want to get some Ed Greenwood official adventuring gear, you can check out the link in the description. Or if you want to support Ed another way and help us continue making these videos for you, please check out patreon.com/Ed Greenwood, where you can become a protector of the realms. But for now, please enjoy the rest of this video. Thank you. Yeah.
In addition to the spell abilities, skills, and attributes any 16th level priestess of Lolth possesses, the Dark Queen can spider climb at will, no spell casting necessary. For her, it's an innate ability that allows her to stand on a wall or ceiling and use her hands freely to do other things, or cling with her hands to use her feet freely, and can pass web at will, that is, freely move through webs of any origins and natures, including vines and knotted rope webbing like the ratlines of a ship's rigging. She can also cast some rare or unique spells Lolth has gifted her, including Sharp Web, 3rd level Conjuration, casting time, 1 action, range, 60 feet, target, a point or being of your choice within range, components, V, S, M, a strand of spider, duration, up to 1 hour, lasts until expiry, or you will it out of existence. Classes: Cleric of Lolth, Sorcerer, Wizard. You cause a line or rope of thick, sticky webbing to shoot out from just in front of your hand in a straight line at a target of your choice within range. If the rope hits an immobile item, the line hangs in the air, joining that struck item with the web line's mid-air point of origin with a taut, sticky line. This strand thrusts out knife-pointed, sharp-edged cilia in all directions from itself for a foot away from the main web line, all along its length, that can lacerate anyone they hit, slide past, or lash. Each creature that starts its turn in contact with the web line or touches it during its turn must make a dexterity saving throw. If this roll succeeds, they take 1d4 plus 1 hit points slashing damage. If it fails, they suffer 2d4 plus 2 slashing damage. This damage applies every creature turn until they get away from contact with the web line. The web line is flammable, and the caster can choose to mentally ignite it at any time during the spell duration. This causes acrid smoke, burns the web away to nothing in 1 minute, and deals an additional 2d4 hit point of fire damage. Other creatures can cause the same burning effect by applying a lit torch or splash of burning oil or other open flame source to the web line, regardless of the caster's wishes. Elminster believes the Dark Queen knows a higher level version of this spell that hurls a constricting sphere of sticky webbing at target creatures, but isn't aware of any details yet. So, what or where is Ryla Havdra Fain Talah, the Dark Queen of? Well, nowhere yet. Lolth has promised her own surface kingdom to Ryla Havdra, if her Dark Queen can found it. Generous, eh? Elminster still has friends among the drow, and some of them have passed on the speculations of other drow as to what Lolth intends for her Dark Queen in the years ahead. First, Ryla Havdra's army is to outright conquer weakened non-Lolthite drow settlements, so these can be claimed by drow who do kneel to Lolth. Once a half-dozen such settlements in the Underdark have been taken, their new inhabitants will be guided by the Dark Queen's army to mount their own raids on non-Lolthite drow settlements in the Underdark, and forbidden to engage in surface raids. However, Ryla Havdra's army will then begin forays into the surface realms, concentrating first on ruins and caverns in sparsely populated wilderland areas within reach of the Sword Coast and Heartland's trade routes. Once drow bases have been established there and sufficient strength has been transferred to dwell in them, they will coerce surface dwellers as spies, identify weakened surface settlements vulnerable to a sudden attack — Scornubel and Priapearl are already on this list — and prepare for sudden assaults at opportune moments. The idea is to storm such places and take them, then prepare to ambush anyone rushing to their aid or to try to retake them. It's time the world above feared and worshipped Lolth properly. And the Dark Queen wins her promised kingdom, with Lolth's watchful Yochlol spies everywhere in it, of course. Package tours will begin as soon as is practical.